car's running up and down. Something's gone off.
Welcome back to Belgrade for your Serbian Rugby League broadcast. I'm Mark Pullen for CKM Red. With me I've got Graham Classica Sims, the third and final match of the day. And this is the Red Star Red Kangaroo game, Red Star in the red and white strip. And Kangaroos in the blue on blue, looking towards the city. And I'll give you your lineups. So for the Kangaroos, who are the hosts, home team for this Serbian Rugby League Cup quarter final. Valentina, Milovanovic, Vladimir Bošković, Petar Milanovic, Uroš Golubovic, Marko Jevđić, Mića Unković, Vojislav Dedić, Nikin's comeback, Uroš Martinović, Dragi Kranjčec, Slobodan Manek, Nene Đulić, Balša Žarković, Vuk Štrbac, Slobodan Mangola Jovanović, Stefan Prebejević, and Moses John from Papua New Guinea. Kicked off there and a good drive from Slobodan Milenkovic. And a second drive here from Mate Bajic. So your Red Star lineup as this opening exit set for Red Star unfolds.
Good offload.
Well held there, Slobodan Manek getting hold of Miloš Sogovic. And it's the first win of the game for the other Papua New Guineans playing for Red Star. Good run from him. Well stopped, well met. And here's Dasijevic there in set. It's a good first set from Red Star, but well defended by the Kangaroos, and Valentina Milovanovic will be looking to clear his line and finds the ground. So Red Star's team for today: Miloš Sogovic, Rajko Trifunovic, Denis Čengaj, Mate Bajic, Bogdan Ristkovic. Yeah. That's the team actually. Denis Čengaj's there. Ilija Krstic, Dasijevic, Slobodan Milenkovic, Nikola Mladenovic. That's the end there. Stefan Nedeljkovic, Marko Jankovic, Johnny Đurić, Antonij Nikolić, Vlado Dedić, and Velibor Srećković, and Nathan Tape from Papua New Guinea. So 2 PNG players there. Great run from Uroš Martinovic.
Still going.
He's play on, says the referee. Held in the end, says the referee, and Uroš Martinovic was making good meters with Stefan Nedeljkovic clinging onto the ball, and Dedić puts it up, and it's a nasty looking spiral bomb there. And Miloš Sogovic, he doesn't drop him. He doesn't drop him. He tries to find the gap, can't get through. And Dedić and Marko Jevđić come in and shut him down. Did he play that? I'm not sure. Dasijevic hands it on. Here's Nikola Đurić, and he'll find some space, will he? No, Mića Unković comes in and shuts him down with help from Vladimir Bošković. And here's Denis Čengaj with his first run. Oh, he's well met by Vuk Štrbac.
Great defence.
Yeah, well helped out by Vojt Dedić, and Slobodan Manek. See Vojt doesn't look at all. And he went away for the contact. It's Miloš Sogovic. Oh, great tackle from Balša Žarković. And here's Velibor Srećković going back to the middle, and he goes through the big props, manages to get away from him with an offload. Stefan Nedeljkovic, offload, Boban Milenkovic in the middle, and 4 Kangaroo boys come in and shut him down. And here's the last, and Dasijevic, they're going to run it on the last. And Nikola Đurić with the offload, but Denis Čengaj couldn't hold it. So good defence from the Kangaroos, bit adventurous from Red Star. There was no kick on the last. They decided to run it, and it's a handover.
Interesting play on the last, isn't it? And they decided to run it. Darcy passed out, missed a couple of players out, but he was running out of ground.
Yeah, Nikola Đurić was running out of ground, and Denis Čengaj might have been best advised to cut back on the inside at that point. But they hold on. Here's Slobodan Jovanovic, Mangola as he's known. Play the ball well, picks up by Greg Kranjec, Nick Shonkovic, and he's Vuksturbac to his first run, goes straight at Vlada Dedic, and Stefan Adoka's there, wrap him up and pick him up and put him on his back. And Kranjec's out to Dedic. Oh, and he dummy, goes himself, half break, Ilya Krstic holding on to him, and they put him down. So and here's Balša Žarković. It's a good strong drive from Balša. Great run from Balša Žarković. Good tackle from Ilya Krstic in the end, but Balša made him go back another 5 metres or so. And here's Nishunkovic's got time and puts the bomb up into the corner and well taken by Bošković. And he gets rid of it as well, but it's picked up by Milošović, and if he gets away, you won't stop him. Well, Valentino's there. He's got support. Oh, he takes it on himself.
He better score now.
No, he's not going to score. He's wrapped up.
I think he should have passed that one out.
It was Nikola Juric who made that break, actually, and Denis Chengai now lost his day trying to score over his head. And the referee said it was pulled out. Well, I think Denis was trying to score that over the back of his head, and it ended up being a loose carry, so dodgy decision there from the Australian referee.
I agree. It looked like it was reaching over and the ball came away.
Of course you agree, you're English. So Darcy hands it on, Stefan Nedeljkovic hands on Ilya Krstic with a bit of a block play, and Michael Jankovic, and difficult to stop, he was already over the line, and Petar Milanovic was basically on his line there. If he was going to stop him anyway, it had to be hard contact. And 4-0 to Red Star. An easy score in the end.
We need to
Michael
scrutinise that
Jankovic.
decision from the referee, I think, after the game.
Yeah, I think he gifted Red Star another set there after Denis Chengai tried to overstretch to score that try, and I think he lost possession, but the referee's decision is final. We're teasing him a bit because the referee is, of course, Brett Davidson.
He can be accused of being very biased, but of course he can be biased for both teams.
So Vlada Dedic will attempt to convert this try. Sun's gone down now, it's still not dark yet, but it's early evening and the floodlights are on.
Lights are just on now.
Yeah.
Wonderful view again.
Vlada Dedic, we're expecting to kick this one.
It's not an easy kick, is it?
Yeah, he does. No trouble there. So 6-0 to Red Star in this Serbian Rugby League Cup quarter-final between Red Star and Red Kangaroo here at Ada Ciganlia in the Serbian capital of Belgrade.
Apart from the try, there's not been anything in it with the so far. First 10 minutes.
No.
Maybe they're feeling each other out a little
Yeah,
bit.
well, Vojislav Dedic there was come back, as to say, after a long layout, and Petar Milanovic is also a first team player making the comeback. And I think if those two can get their timing right in combining, I know that Voya can put Petar through a gap, and he's a good ball runner. Anyway, Voja Dedic gets us underway, and Darcy Edridge has to come forward, and Boban Milenkovic will run strong and hard and goes past Vuksturbac and tries to go over the top.
They held on, didn't they?
Yeah, it's a good tackle from Mangala, and goes inside outside, and Vlada Dedic in the end goes himself, and he's picked up well. 3 tackles come in and shut him down, and good play of the ball. Darcy Edridge's got Mati Bajic coming back on the inside, and Mati Bajic is met by Uroš Golubovic and Slobodan Malik. Slobodan Malik trying to get the one-on-one steal.
Has he got it?
No, he's held, says the referee. He's got to let go.
Didn't he?
He did. And here's Boban Milenkovic with his second drive of the set. He's well met this time by Vuksturbac and Uroš Martinovic. So, Krstic ends up having to go himself, and he finds no gap there. Voja Dedic came in and hits him hard. Here's Darcy Edridge. Darcy Edridge is wearing rubber kick. As the referee say. No, and in the end, Boban Milenkovic has fumbled it. I think It's a handover on the last. It wasn't played at by the Kangaroo team. Darcy kicks it at him rather than him.
Good decision from the referee.
Yeah, good decision from the man in the middle. So Gagi Kranjec picks it up and his Balša Žarković and goes into contact. Good line speed from Red Star, but good run and manages to stay on his feet. Third man didn't come in to set the legs. Play on to the referee and Vuk Sturbac will have a run. He goes straight in here, Krstic and Nathan Tappe and they shoot him down. And Vojdedic now in good ball space. You expect Vojd to try and do something here. He does. He gives it straight on to Nick Shenkovic and Nick goes out to Uroš Golubovic and with a bit of step could have given the ball there to Bošković.
For a second he had an overlap.
He did, didn't he? And he had Vladimir Bošković coming at pace. So back towards the middle now. Slobodan Manek hands it off to Vojdedic and hands it Vuk Sturbac. He's got he had Petar Milanovic coming at pace to create a 3-on-1 there on the outside and decided not to give the pass.
Well, I think he was unlucky. I think he took a bit of a tumble.
Vojdedic, good kick from him and Rajko Cverni decides to leave it alone.
Good decision in the end to leave it.
If he'd have caught it, they'd have probably just bunged him into touch. So best advice to leave it and it'll be scrum down, head and feed to Red Star. But not a bad set from
No, it was good.
It was good.
Enterprising, they're up for it, aren't they? How do you feel the intensity between, when you're from the same club? You've played in league before, Mark. Is the intensity any different when you play?
Well, it's different because you have to play full on. If you try and go in half-hearted, you're going to get injured. So that's good, but it tends to be good-spirited, and if there is any foul play, it will result in handbags, and it would never go beyond that. So Velibor Srećković dancing and rushing around and play on backwards, says the referee. Stefan Ilkovic suddenly finds himself in a bit of space and tells the dummy goes himself, but he's pulled down in the end. Slobodan Manek and Uroš Martinović tackling. Here's Darcy Esić running and he looks dangerous when he runs with a little dummy and gives it to Milošović and he scores under the post. The little maestros combined.
That extra bit of class from Darcy again. And in fairness, he probably could have done himself. But he's an unselfish player. He's a great player and he had the support, of course.
Yeah, it was an extravagant dummy there that was bought hook, line and sinker by the defence and he went straight through and could, as you say, could have probably scored himself, but rather give it to Milošović and went through untouched to make it 10-0. And Kangaroo will look now to regroup. They'll be talking under the sticks. They need to shore up that middle.
11th
To go.
11th minute is now.
Yeah. 11th minute, yeah. Just start. So it'll be Vladimir attempting to convert this Milošović try.
I think they're kind of count themselves a little bit because they've been in the game, haven't they? They've been in the sets, they've been in territory as well. It's just that extra little bit of class that's probably telling at the moment. But we're only less than 15 minutes in.
Jel konvertovao?
Yeah, he kicked the goal, yeah. So it's 12-0 to Red Star after that successful conversion attempt from Vladimir. Just joining us, this is your Serbian Rugby League broadcast for CKM Red. It's the Serbian Rugby League Cup quarterfinals between Red Star and Red Kangaroo. I'm Mark Pullen, I've got with me Graham Classica Sims. Behind the camera we've got Carolina Blizanec. Tackle machine Blizanec. So Vojdedic to kick us off and get us underway again with a spiralling, awkward looking kick, and Milošović has to run across the pitch to pick it up, and Nathan Tappe comes in and has a run, and good run, and well met by.
He had a step as well as the run, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's got some strength, you can see, you can hear.
Definitely gives it off. Darcy Esić got Matej Bajic going back on the inside, and he's well tackled by Uroš Golubovic, and Slobodan Manek goes himself on the short side, sees a bit of a gap, sees some numbers there. Nick Shunkovic came in and shut Milošević down well, and he lost the ball. And Vojdedic now will look to turn defence into attack. And Vuk Sturbac has found a bit of space, hands it off to Nenađulić. Good run from Nenađulić. Yeah, well tackled in the end by Kristic and Srećković. And Vuk Sturbac tells the dummy goes himself. Yeah, good contact from Tape and Nedeljković. And here's Vojdedic, hands it off to Nick Shunkovic. And good ball for Bošković. Well tackled over there in the corner. Yeah. Well tackled by Nikola Đurić. Back towards the middle now. Slobodan Manek. Slobodan Manek. Dummies, fends, tries to get the offload, but he's shut down by Slobodan Milenkovic. So, good ball in there. Vojdedic. And over there to Milanovic. Tells him to his goal. Could have passed it in. Play on, says the referee. And he scores. Well, he kept wrestling and wrestling. The referee said he wasn't held, he wasn't stopped. And it's a try. And the Kangaroos are alive.
My God, his perseverance there, he deserved that, didn't he? He had 3 or 4 around him and he still fancied it, you know, and his legs were still pumping.
Well, he had to score it because he just he butchered it if he hadn't.
Yeah, it would have been an imposition after he
It would.
Did he hadn't gone in?
It was a good hard cut-out pass from Vojislav Dedic to give Petr Milanovic there. They found a 3-on-1 situation and he decided to dummy to the 2 guys outside. Was picked up by the defender but not put to ground, not stopped the momentum. He wrestled and managed to get the ball down in the end. And the referee awards a try, so it's 12 points to 4. And Vojislav Dedic will attempt the goal kick to see Vladislav Dedic is kicking the goals for Red Star and Vladislav Dedic is kicking the goals for Belgrade. They are Welsh brothers. So on his good side.
That's a wonderful kick.
Absolutely great kick from Vojdedic, makes it 12 points to 6.
Oh, good for the game. They're backward and convert to try and
This
game on, isn't it?
This is by no means a foregone conclusion. I think Red Star admittedly, they've got all senior players, while the Kangaroos have got some juniors in their lineup. But ultimately, the Kangaroo team will test anybody in this region.
Certainly.
This is the last game for this season, apparently, for Dragan Kranjčić, who's playing at hooker for the Kangaroo team. He's going to Montenegro tomorrow. He's a chef, and the season will be starting for him, so going down to a restaurant there, but he'll be back in the autumn, I suppose.
Cigare da bacim.
Fortunate enough to be going to Montenegro myself next weekend, so I need to check out the restaurant. Where is that?
Yeah, beautiful part of the world down there. So well taken by Valentino Milovanovic, and Nenađulić takes the set left from the restart, and here's Vojdedic, and he's got Petr Milanovic in a bit of space, and it's a good run. He's well met by Rajko Trifunovic, together with Velibor Srećković.
Good delayed pass to help him
Back to the
find
middle,
the
and
gap.
Uroš Martinovic there is standing still. He could have been coming over, but he's difficult to stop. He really is difficult to stop. He's a big man, and he's powerful. He's got good balance as well. So Nick Shunkovic, and he's got here's the run, first run of the game for Moses John, and he really came, he wound up from the back fence there, as the Aussies would say. It was a great run. And Vojdedic picks up well and goes back on the inside to Nenađulić, and he's well picked up by Tape, helped out by Nedeljković and Jankovic, and it's the last, and here's Vojdedic, and again a good set from the Kangaroos. They've got themselves deep, and that's a high hanging test there. Milošević doesn't drop them. But good kick chase, good kick chase, and that's important. It was a good tackle from Gagi
What's
Krančić.
happening
Dennis
there?
Chengai's found a gap, and Dennis Chengai's gone. He's halfway up the field, and in the end,
I don't think he could believe that himself. It was like the parting of the waves then.
yeah, I didn't see who he
Found a
went
big
through,
gap.
but there was a gap there. And here's Vlado Dedic onto Veljko Cverni, hands it on Stefan Nedeljkovic. Can't get away from Balša Žarković. Balša clamps himself around the hips and brings him down.
I think his foot came round.
And is that Nedeljkovic who's injured there?
It was a pure accident.
No, he's alright. He's just, I think he maybe scared him more than anything. And he's forgot to stand at the second mark, but never mind. So here's Ilija Krstic, dummies out inside, goes outside, oh my
Has he
goodness.
got some speed on him here? It's free play for now.
No advantage from the original knock on. And it would be a blue ball. So Marko Jankovic putting that ball down again. It looked to me like he had a bit of a look.
And he created it, didn't he? You know?
So play on, says the referee from the scrum. Nick Shunkovic has got another strong run from Moses John from Papua New Guinea.
He's looking good, yeah.
Yeah, but he stops well. And Nikola Djuric and Mate Bajic combine to stop him. And here's Uroš Martinovic. And he'll get over halfway. That's Michel Darciatric. He's clamped onto him, but
He made 15 yards from a standing start.
from a standing start, and they managed to put him down in the end. Nick Shunkovic, and here's Slobodan Manek. And Slobodan Manek can't get the offload. He likes to get the offload in that sort of position in good ball part of the field. Gagi Krančić onto this open side. Vojvodinic, he's got runners left and right, goes back inside to Balša Žarković, and Djuric manages to go straight through the line and not interfere with the play. It's good.
Yeah, he did a good job there. He kept his run going.
Yeah, so Vojvodinic puts it high into the air, and again, oh, he puts it down, and oh,
Can they
capitalise, can they? No advantage, and it'll end up with a double knock on, and it's going to be a scrum down to the Blues. So the Kangaroos now
some good
will be on
pressure.
the attack. And just someone was saying that Milos doesn't put him down, he put that down, and that was a tough one.
Yes, it was. That was probably one of his easiest.
The
of
test,
day.
the big
Did
test.
he look up because he saw the man running at him? Mark? I don't know.
I just think he was
Maybe lost
maybe a
it.
bit nonchalant.
He'll be blaming the floodlights.
Yeah, it's that time of day, it's dusk, isn't it? The magic time. So Peter Milanovic to feed the scrum, and it's picked up from the pace by Vuk Strbovic, who hands it off to Vojvodinic, and he's got a good run from this Moses John coming back into the line, and he's well met by Boban Milenkovic and put down. And Gagi Krančić gives it off to Slobodan Manek, and Slobodan Manek twisting and turning, and in the end they put him down and put him on his back.
Some good pressure.
Yeah. Krančić misses out to Vojvodinic. Dummy. Can he score? No, he's pulled down just short of the line. And Gagi Krančić tries to put it over the top, and it's not intercepted by.
They're great when they come off, and you know, when they don't, it's unfortunate.
Nikola Djuric managed to intercept it, and Dennis Chengai with a good scoop there. Play on, says the referee. And here's Stefan Nedeljkovic with a step and goes into contact. He's well met by Slobodan Manek and Vojislav Dedic. And here's Darciatric straight onto Ilija Krstic. He's got runners inside and outside. He's got Velibor Srećkovic and a good pass back, good offload back to Ilija Krstic. And Ilija Krstic up the middle. Beats Gagi Krančić, beats Slobodan Manek, beats Shunkovic. And he's eventually met and held by Moses John, and then Djuric was offside. The markers were never square, but play on, says the referee. Stefan Nedeljkovic can't get away from Uroš Martinovic, gets the offload. Milos Togovic, good offload. And here's Nathan Tappe going for the line. Oh, he's going to step outside, he's buried in the corner. Yeah, I think he'll score, and he will. And that's the first try in Red Star colours for Nathan Tappe, the Papua New Guinean. So 16 points to 6 for Red Star.
Well, he certainly shows some belief in his own abilities there. He's certainly got the strength, hasn't he? Leg strength and upper body. Once he saw the white line, there was nothing going to stop him there now.
Yeah, I think from a Kengur perspective, it's poor defence. They needed to put him down there, and they just lined themselves up for a fend in the chest, you know.
But he was running at such a diagonal angle. It's not always an easy one to get yourself behind the player.
You have to come in at that sort of an angle. You're looking at
give yourself a bit more
thighs. Wrap up the thighs. Anyway, 16 points to 6, and if Vladic kicks this goal, he'll match his brother's last conversion, which was from a similar position over here, on his favoured foot for a righty.
The two new additions from Papua New Guinea have certainly got something to offer, haven't they? Both, you know, in physical strength.
Strong winning. They're both students here. In fact, I think there's the third guy who's been training. The three of them have been coming to training. Unfortunate. Yeah, good try from Vladic. It remains 16 points to 6. It's a beautiful spring evening here in the Serbian capital of Belgrade. For Siki and Red and Matt Pullen, with the Graham Sims, Kalina Blizanac on the camera.
Tackle machine.
Producer Filip Milosevic, and it will be Jan Vojvodinic to kick us off. It's 16 points to 6 here, early evening.
Cooler now, isn't it? You know, glorious day in the early 20s.
Yeah.
Not a cloud in the sky, but you can feel the coolness now. Not that the players will mind that.
Yeah. So Vojislav Nevic will kick us off and get it back underway.
Another good long
Another
kick,
good one, well taken by Milosevic, and again Boba Milenkovic with a kick return and tries to find some space, but finds only Slobodan Manek, and round the legs Uroš Golubovic.
Use his made again.
Good, meaning outside the 20 already, and Matej Bajic is coming at full pace, but Vladic holds on to it and manages to bump away from the attempted tackle. And Milosevic with one of those steps of his, we know he can step hard, and Kaki Krančić grabs onto him and pulls him down. Good tackle, helped out from Golubovic, and that's the side where Golubovic is actually going to have to cover back across there. His centre's exposed now. He manages to fill in, so coming back this way, Darcy straight on Stefan Belkrić's line is very deep. Ilija Krstic coming in at full pace, and Petar Milanovic holds him. The referee calls held in the end, and slow play the ball. Darcy hands it off to Nedeljkovic, looking for a runner, hands it off to Vladic. He's playing with, he's toying with him. And did Nick Sunkovic get a touch on that?
I think he did.
I think he did, yeah. They've reset the tackle count, and Denis Chenga is going to run straight at him, and he's met at Uroš Martinovic. Brings him down. So Darcy Etric, back to Miroslav Menkovic, dummy and go himself. Goes at the post. Can he score, Boba? No, he's held up.
Good
strength, Vladic, out the back to Darcy Etric, long pass to Marko Jankovic. Marko Jankovic twists and turns, can he get down, can he get to the ground? I think they're going to hold him up. Great defence. He could have been advised to get himself lower into the try line.
Before then, Mark, I think he had an overlap. I think if you look back on that, he could have passed that one out, and I'm sure he was in. Unless the trees were obscure in our view, but it looked to me like he had a clear run if he'd have passed it out.
And Nedeljkovic out the back to Etric, and Etric. Oh, Milosevic puts it down again. That's his second knock on of the day.
I think he was already lining up the conversion.
I think he's maybe a bit tired. He's the referee.
USA.
No.
Yeah, to.
So knock on the attack, the assault comes to naught, and the Kangaroos.
He ran the line for the first game, the referee the girls' game,
That's right.
and now he's playing
It's been non-stop all day.
not as hard as me and you commentators.
Oh, yeah, no, well. So I picked up Valentino Milovanovic. Good run from him, and he clears the 20 with the first attack of the set. And looking for runners, and here's Marko Jevđić Madsen. And only 16 years old, Madsen, and he's already like 6'4". Hopefully he stops growing by now. Vojvodedic hands it off to Uroš Martinovic, and another good run from the big man, and he's pulled down in the end.
Forward, isn't it?
Yeah, in the end, Boban Milenkovic puts him down, and Nik Junkovic got inside outside. He's got Vojvodedic coming at pace, but he's well met by Mate Bajic, and Boban Milenkovic going back towards the middle. Here's Vuksturbac, the first receiver. Dummies inside, goes himself in the end, goes straight at Vladimic, gets the offload to Balša Jankovic, and Balša with a good strong run, and he's well met, well tackled by Marko Jankovic. And here's the last, and here's Vojvodedic. What's he going to do? He's running it, gives it to Benson Milanovic.
Good tackling. But it was worth it, Mark. I think it was as good an option as any on the last tackle.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, and they handed it over, on the 10.
Exactly.
So 90 metres for Red Star. So here's Strečkovic with his unorthodox running style, and good handoff fend into the chest of Balša Jankovic, puts him on his back. Vuksturbac, and good tackle in the end from the Jevđić, but and Marko Jankovic gets away from Jankovic back. Jankovic looking very tired now. This is his first full game of rugby league. And Nikola Đurić, good run, good fend, but well wrapped up on the halfway line.
Good hands along the line, wasn't it?
Yeah, Red Star managing to work their way up to the halfway, and there's Darcy Edrich, a bit of a run around there, and back on the inside. And it's a good change of angles there with the three players, and in the end Boban Milenkovic is well handled in the middle. And so here's Darcy Edrich running at line, Ilya Krstic, dummy, goes inside, he breaks through the two of them. Oh, and he's steps, he's gone to the middle, and in the end he scores, makes the conversion easy, but good try from Ilya Krstic. Poor defence.
A couple of steps, he fancied coming back on the inside, he backed himself. And
broke through two Kangaroo defenders in the middle, and then managed to round the fullback and get away from Vojvodedic, who's coming across in cover, to make it 20 points to 6 to Red Star. Try to Ilya Krstic. So how deep are we into the first half now?
I think we've got maybe 10 minutes to go, isn't it? I don't quite see the official timing.
32.
32, yeah, 8 minutes.
So into the last final 10 minutes of this half. It's been an entertaining half. Red Star have looked dominant, but Kangaroo by no means looked out of sorts. No.
I think, like I said earlier, there's not a massive amount of difference, but what there is a class difference. And you know, I know I've said this in previous games. When they use Darcy, the run-arounds, it's creating the extra space. It's finding that space, the confidence between the guys now, the set moves, they're very well executed now. They feel comfortable with each other, and I think that's the difference. But in terms of half, there's been no difference.
So a good conversion there from Vladimic makes it 22 points to 6. As I say, this first half just winding down now. Kangaroo have been competitive. They have had a few gaps, but they've definitely put all their heart and soul into the game. So Vojvodedic will look to restart us again, and he's got this quite a difficult kick-off style for a keeper to handle, and he goes, this time it's head over head, and quite a well caught by Dennis Shanghai. Good return, but he's good defence as well, managing to put him down. And here's Nikola Juric with a good run towards the middle, and gets away from Vučedović, can't get away from Slobodan Manek. And it's Darcy Etrich going towards the middle off to Stefan Nedeljković again with that run around of theirs, and again to Ilija Krstic, and gets away from Petar Milanovic, and here's Rajko Trifunovic, and he's bundled into touch, but he manages to offload and play another offload, and over Milenkovic. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, well, it came to him. It was a really good build-up there.
It was a great play, wasn't it? It was fast. They were looking for the offloads and some good tackling.
The question mark over whether this was a shoulder charge that put Rajko Trifunovic into touch, but
I didn't see it.
But he managed to get the offload before he was
Great offload, wasn't it? So he was on his way down onto his back.
And the second one was.
And the second, yeah.
So Kengur will have a chance to get out of their own half now. And here's Vladimir Bošković coming in to have a run. Looking for runners here. And he goes Nikša Unković inside to Slobodan Manek. And Slobodan Manek twists and turns and manages to find the ground in the end, and right on the halfway line. And Voja Dedić gives it to Nenad Đurić, and Nenad Đurić goes straight at Marko Janković. Good run, good tackle from Milenkovic and Jankovic. Voja Dedić has got stacked the short side. There's a lot of numbers. Petar Milanovic tries to go through the middle, but he's well met by Stefan Nedeljković and Rajko Trifunovic. And Vojislav Dedić puts the delicate little chip into the corner, and Milos Rogovic catches it before Nikša Unković can get to it, but he can't get away from the defence. Good play. Denis Cenga, he's been running hard all day.
All day, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's found a few gaps up there, but not this time. This time he's put on his back. And Nikola Juric goes up the middle, and he's met by Gagi Kranjčec and Nikša Unković. They stop him, he's called held to the referee. And that's Etrich puts it down, and he made a mistake just for fun.
You wouldn't expect that, would you? But
No. He probably thought, if I catch this, we'll score again, and it'll be embarrassing for him, so I'll drop it. So, Red Star fails to complete their set, and the Kangaroos will have the ball just inside the Red Star half of the field. Nikša Unković to feed the scrum. There's a chance here, good to score again, get themselves into double figures. I think that'll be what they're looking to do. Pack the scrum here. And we've stood about straight on to Voja Dedić. Voja Dedić has got the block play, he's got Valentino Milovanovic out the back. And Milovanovic gets away! Oh, it's a great run from Valentino Milovanovic, and he's picked up in the end by Marko Janković. Referee calls held. Good play that was. Voja Dedić, and misses out. Nenad Đurić, well caught by Nikša Unković. You expose the ribs there. Good offload out the back, picked up by Slobodan Jovanovic. And Gagi Kranjčec looking for a runner, gets Voja Dedić. He's got Nenad Đurić on the inside, and good run from Đurić. And well held by Milenkovic after bumping away from him the first time of asking. Vojislav Dedić back to the middle. Steps there, he's going to score himself again! Oh yes, Vojislav Dedić slides through to get the Kangaroos into double figures. 22 points to 10.
he can have the ball there, didn't he? He had the speed to push through.
Well, if anybody was wondering whether Voja's back, he is back.
Isn't he?
Good try for Voja Dedić there, and gets Kangaroos into double figures. If you just joined us, this is your CKM Red podcast of Serbian Rugby League. I'm Mark Pullen with Graham Sims, commentary. and Vojvodinic to take the conversion attempt here.
Well, I'm so pleased for lots of reasons that it went over before half time, because that'll give them the belief that can have a, you know, the half time's going to be a different conversation.
Great time to score.
Mm-hmm.
And we expect Boys to convert this.
You could hit this mark. Yeah, no problem.
So, successful conversion attempt, Vojvodinic, so that's 22 points to 12. And Red Star in no rush to restart the game.
38.
It's 2 minutes before a half-time break, and
1
as we were
minute.
saying, you know, they deserve it because they've not taken a step back. They've kept in the game. The difference really has just been that little bit of class in the middle, because down the flanks it's not been any difference. You know, there's not been a lot between them.
You know, we've just seen a few, you know, one-on-one missed tackles,
Mm-hmm.
and that's again to do with inexperience and size and fitness to an extent, you know. But maybe time for one more set, or it's high into the middle and missed by everybody, and
Well, he's got to be offside.
he's got to be offside, is he?
If he came off.
Called offside? No. Oh, he's got, what's it called there? That's another dodgy decision by this Australian.
Oh.
So maybe Red Star will have an opportunity to score and extend their lead before half time.
Well, I hope for the sake of the game.
Well, we'll see. Let's see. Belgrade goes at the line himself, and he gives it straight to Belgrade. Belgrade hands it off to Belgrade, and he finds a bit of space and makes a good 15-20 metres, still going for his stop, Eddie. Help, says the referee, still on his feet.
Well, it's the pendulum swinging now.
And here we go, and here's Bessemer Milanovic. He manages to get outside.
And he punches it.
Oh, he comes up.
And I think that, well, the referees.
No, he threw it into the face of the defender in the end by accident. So good half of rugby league there, and it ends up 22 points to 12 to Red Star over the Red Kangaroos in this Serbian Rugby League Cup quarter-final here at Adesagami in Belgrade. For CK Red and Matt Corey, Graham Sims. Graham, think of that half?
Well, again, it's a fabulous game of rugby league, isn't it? And probably taking everything into consideration,
Pa
you'd expect
pada.
the score to be what it is.
Pa nije pucao, ali
Difference in
seče.
score, but for me, I'm
Pa
very
ne znam,
impressed with
zabode,
Red
evo sad je
Kangaroos.
zabao recimo.
When they were getting hammered earlier on, it could have been easy for them to sort of let that continue, but they didn't. They regrouped, they got themselves together, they got a great try in the end, and as we said earlier, the heart is as big as a lion for every one of those players out there, and I hope they can come back and continue it to keep the game, you know.
Sure, it's been a good league performance from Voice of Days, coming back after a long time out. And I think he's given some good direction, and he's pushed this Red Star defence. See him running at the line. Still Bolden.
Kako hoćeš?
Okay. So it's the evening. It's getting deeper now. It's pretty dark here. We've got the floodlights on. It's half time here at Adesagami in Belgrade. It's Serbian Rugby League Cup quarter final between the Red Star and Red Kangaroo brother clubs, brother key teams really, at the same club structure really. As I mentioned at the start, this is a cup tie, so despite the fact that these two teams compete in different divisions when it comes to the cup, the draw takes everything into account. And it's been a good test for Red Star, and it's been a good opportunity for some youngsters to get some experience and some senior players coming back from injury. On the camera for the second half, joining us again, we've got Jackie Horn, who's picked up a bit of a knock in that ladies' game. Well done, Jackie.
Thanks, Mom.
You alright? So it's, well, we've got 5 minutes just to let you can listen to the ambience and then we'll do some. Juče da preponem. Hvala za jako. Jel ti ne treba? Ne, a to? Što ti bio? Ajde. Stream's still going. Good league about that. We're into awesome. I'm being joined here for the half-time interview by 2 Red Star players who you might have noticed are not on the field today. It's Alexander Djordjevic and Predrag Keglic. Welcome, boys. How come you weren't playing today?
Oh, we got some other stuff to do.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Well, you two are going to Sheffield apparently at some point this season, is that right?
We're hopefully expecting that second 2 weeks of May after the game into the England conditioning.
Lancashire. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, of course.
It's good.
That's why we came in Serbia for the games.
Well, that's sort of been the whole of the season up until this point. It's sort of in preparation for that game against Lancashire. Do you think we'll see any improvement on what we saw in the Challenge Cup?
We have more and step forward.
Yeah.
We already see improvement from the game Lyon. So I think it will at least 50 or 60% better.
We can see we've got good numbers here today, despite we're missing, I think, 4 or 5 first team regulars and 5 or 6 Kangaroo regulars, but we still managed to get 2 teams out there today, so good numbers. All right, the second half's getting underway. Thanks for joining us, boys. See you a little bit later.
Kosovo!
Predrag Keglic and Alexander Djordjevic joining me there. As the boys are coming back and limbering up for the second half of proceedings here at the Red Star home ground at Adi Ciganlija in Belgrade. And as I said, this is a Serbian Cup quarter-final encounter between Red Star and Red Kangaroo. Red Kangaroo playing in blue. We call them the Blue Kangaroo if you want, but that's not their name. And good first half. The result, not what we, I suppose it was expected the Red Star would lead, but the Kangaroos have managed to hold them quite well to just 22 points in the first half. not many teams in Serbia have managed to hold them to 22 points so far this season. You can say that maybe they're taking it a little bit lighter and experiment a bit more than they would, but
No, I don't know, Mark. I think that's good defence from the Kangaroos, and it's interesting that they have stayed with them all the way through, haven't they?
so good run from Sturvis has got away from the ball.
Voluntary tackle.
No play on, he was not held, he wasn't held. He was never held.
Terrible decision, referee.
He was never held. He was never held. Poor decision there from the referee. And Stefan Nedeljkovic will keep in touch. It was harsh. He was put down, but he wasn't held.
His elbows never went down, did they?
Samuel.
It was a great run back out, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Which stood about found some speed there. And Slobodan Nedeljkovic has found a bit of a gap. Good tackle in the end from Moses John. And he's put down by Seliskovic.
Come on, referee.
Put down again. And knock on eventually called. So it will be eventually called, and it will be a blue head and feed. So head and feed at the scrum to the Kangaroos playing in blue. Sturvis picks it up and gives it off to Vladimir Bošković, and it's a good run from Ivan Bošković. Yeah. Very advanced there, and he ends it off to Valentino Milovanov's the fullback, and he tries to bounce away from Matej Bajic, but can't get away from him. The referee called held, tried to set him off him unsuccessfully. Nikšić goes short side, and here's Moses John with a good run. He's well met, but he's still going. Good strong run from him. Nikola Đurić puts him on his back. Helped out by Stefan Preradovic, who's on for the second half. And then Đurić. Good run, he's a bit off the mark there, but referee says play on. And Vojedić got running short side, run around with Petar Milanovic, looking for a runner. He's going to have to come back on the inside.
A bit high, isn't it?
No, he's ratcheted the ball up really. It wasn't too high. Stefan Nedeljkovic, and coming back to the middle, and here's Vuk with a high bomb into no man's line, and nobody pulls his hands away and play on. And Uroš Golubovic had to get rid of it. It was the last, but he died with it, and it's handover. It looks like Uroš Golubovic has taken a knock there. Moses John pulled out catching that one. He wasn't keen. Milosevic could have called for it.
Well, he's new to the team, isn't he?
He is.
Maybe he was thinking somebody's going to give him a call. It didn't happen.
But not bad opening for the Kangaroos. They made good yards at the field.
No, they'll be happy with that, won't they? From half time, I think,
So as I say, this is the second half here of the Serbian Rugby League Cup quarter-final. Between West Ham and Kengur, got a bit of a break here. Uroš Golubovic looks to have taken a knock, and that's brought Marko Jevđić back onto the pitch.
Imaš taki white balance? White balance.
If he's going to be able to get up and walk off the pitch, or doesn't look well. Gets a round of applause from his teammates and from the opposition. And the referees that helped him hop off. It's like maybe he's twisted that ankle.
To!
So there's your handover, and it's play on, and here's Nathan Tappe with another strong run, and Shoy's still going, and in the end Vuk puts him down. And he's got runners here. Darcievich gives it off to Rajko Trifunovic. Well tackled there by Moses John. And here's Darcievich again. He's got Stefan Delic who doesn't want him. Trying to get away from Nene Juric and can't. Did well there, Nene Juric, to just clamp onto Darcievich and not let him get away. So going outside, and it's Mike Bianco into space. He's got the spot on the inside. Oh, the ball's gone down for Milija Krstic.
I'm guessing that was going a bit forward.
Yeah, it looks a bit off.
He was stretching, wasn't it?
I think he could have scored himself there.
I think he probably could, yeah.
But he felt the cover was coming across to shut him down, and he did have the runner on the inside with Milija Krstic, but it's a poor ball, maybe drifting forward, but whatever the case, it's broken down, and it will be a kangaroo feed. And another chance to escape the line, so still no score in the second half. So it's Valentina Milovanovic with a drive from the scrum. And Belgrade just picks it up, gives it straight off to Vučedovac, and he's got Slobodan Manek, and Slobodan Manek met by three. Yeah, he was at no kind of pace there. He needs to be winding up and coming at speed. Struggling to get up Slobodan Manek. And Nik Šunković hands it on to Slobodan Mangoljevanovic. Good run from the big man. He's still going. And in the end, Nathan Tapia comes and lifts his leg up just to put him down. Vojtedic on the short side. He's got Petar Milanovic going at speed.
Wonderful pass.
Wonderful pass, well met, well tackled. Good tackle from Milija Krstic. Still walking, gone off the mark. Referee tells him to go back a few paces. Vojtedic, long kick into the corner. Look to get this scrum, and that's a great end to the set for the Kangaroos. Is that a 40-20? And I think it is a 40-20 there for Vojislav Dedic.
They're building in confidence, aren't they?
Yeah. So it's a tap restart for the Kangaroos. So great work there from Vojtedic, and Kangaroos will look here to close the gap even further. Big Uroš Martinovic winding up, and he's running strong and hard at him, and it's difficult to put him down. Eventually,
4 players around him, he's still 8 yards.
Down just a few metres away from the try line, and Kranjec gives it on to Jovanovic, and he'll come as well, strong and hard.
Are they going to pass this along the line? We'll see it. Great pass.
And Vučedovac with a step and a step.
Fancied it.
Oh, he hands it off, and well held by Gregi Kranjec, did well to hold on to it.
Come on, let's see it going down.
Looks like the numbers are on the left actually, but Voja's coming to this side, to the right, and it's a good ball for Valentina Milovanovic, but as I say, no numbers there. They're doing good defensive cover. They go back towards the middle, and he cuts out the man, and well picked up by Vojislav Dedic. Tries to thread the needle and can't get it through, and it's picked up by Milošević. Rajko Trifunovic looking for some space and goes through Gregi Kranjec, but can't get away from Alša Žarković, who's tackled really well. Stefan Nedeljković, we know he's dangerous, and that's why 4 of them have come in to shut him down immediately. 4 defenders he attracted. Darcievich hands it outside to Mate Bajic, and Mate Bajic is well met by Moses John and Nik Šunković. And Vlada Dedic on the short side again. Here's Nikola Juric, and he's well met by Vučedovac. Bang into the ground by Moses John. Play on, says the referee. He's whistling in his pocket for this game.
It's a great kick from Darcy.
He's looking to have a 40-20 there, but doesn't get the angle quite. And Valentina Milovanovic comes over to cover, picks up, and he's held. Attempted again, attempted one-on-one strip, but didn't get it. Marko Jevđić, Matsan will pick it up and go towards the middle. Really impressed by the Kangaroos today, how they played. With Vojtedic leading them. And Vučedovac.
Again, good yards, isn't it, man?
He's obviously a regular first-team player. Another tackle there that had all these
penalising.
Yeah, look. Get him out the ruck, ref! And Vojislav Dedic hands it off to Uroš Martinovic with a run around, and here's Balša Žarković with a dummy outside, goes back inside and goes straight into Boban Milenkovic, who puts him straight down. And here's Uroš Martinovic again, the big man with another big run. Met by, well, look at him go, look at him go, he's still going Uroš Martinovic. And eventually they put him down. It's a good run from the big man, and that's a completed set from the Kangaroos. If Vojislav Dedic can get this kick away, which I think he will, and he does.
It's
high, yeah. And into no man's land, Milos Uroš struggling with the light there. And
can he offload it?
And he offloads, but in the end it's picked up by Red Star. So.
Unlucky. What a great set from Red Kangaroo.
Yeah. So 0 tackle here. That's Rajko Trifunovic with a great offload. Oh, he's knocked on! A play on, says the referee. Vojislav Dedic picks it up.
Good advantage.
They've got numbers on this side. Nobody really on the wing here. We've got Nefren Tappe having a bit of a rest on this wing. And can he get it to him? Oh, well picked up, well held by Michael Jevčić. Vučtrbac. And here is Slobodan Jovanovic, good run. He's troubling the defence, but he's held by Nedeljkovic. And Gagi Krančić gives it on to Vojislav Dedic, and Vojislav Dedic has got runners inside, outside, goes out the back to Valentina Milovanovic. Good step from him, but well met. And will they put him into touch? He's lost the ball.
Oh, very enterprising that.
Yeah, very enterprising, very entertaining, but in the end, good defence from Red Star, bundle him into touch, and it'll be their head and feet at the scrum.
Well, it goes far to say that Red Kangaroo have been the best team this half.
They have, haven't they?
Isn't they?
We still don't know the score of it.
No. Honours even.
Yeah. So head and feed comes out, Red Star's way, Milos Uroš will look to get through the gap but can't. Oh, and he manages to get away! Oh,
He's going to go all the way.
Nedeljkovic showing some great pace to the big man but can't get to him.
Wow, and them legs go.
Bošković is pretty fast, but Milos Uroš manages to break her. And just as we were saying that they defended everything in front of them, they concede to make it 26 points to 12 to Red Star.
It was a great individual effort, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know how he got out.
I don't.
The problem there was two guys wrapped him up, they're waiting for a third guy to come in.
They left him.
They left him, everyone's going
The
back to
referee
form.
didn't shout held, and he saw his opportunity and
Broke away.
he's got some good speed as well, hasn't he? Well, it's a shame for Red Kangaroo.
It's a shame, but that's the first try they've conceded this half. It was against another player from Damien. He went fully 90 metres to score, as he's capable of doing quite often. And while he's just waiting for his kick and see. To accept this conversion, you expect him to kick it. Successful conversion attempt there from Vojislav Dedic. Makes it 28 points.
13 gone.
Yeah.
28 points to 12.
15 minutes gone. 13, 15 minutes. Yeah, shame. They've got to come again now, haven't they? You know, they've done everything right so far. They've pressurised. They've looked like a good, strong unit.
Yeah, they'll look to recoup and recover here and put some pressure on Red Star, try and force a mistake, or at least keep them pinned down deep in their half. Disappointing with that breakaway try. It's always disappointing when it comes against a runner play and when you've got them pinned where you really want them. So,
but it's how they react to it now, isn't it?
Certainly is. And Vojislav Dedic will get us back underway. Kicks it, another long and awkward looking kick, but picked up by Darcy Ektrich and hands it off to Denis Chengai, who comes strong and hard, runs straight to Vučtrbac and is met put down by the three defenders. And Going south, Nikola Juric steps away from Slobodan Manic, makes some meters and makes another 10 meters. Manic comes again and puts him down this time. Stefan Nedeljkovic runs with Voja Dedic and he's well met by Voja, helped out by Manic and Kranjčić. Vlad Dedic goes short side and Mate Bajic. Well met by Moses John and Vojislav Dedic. And Darcy Etric out to run around with Stefan Nedeljkovic and Slobodan Milankovic coming back up the middle. Was a little bit standing, but manages to make another 10 meters or so. And Darcy. Oh! It was a bullet pass that was a little bit behind him. He was looking for it just in front of him. And the referee says no advantage from that knock on. And scrum down, Kangaroo head and feed.
Well, you just don't expect that. Darcy, two is dropped.
Yeah,
He's probably not dropped two in the last 10 games he's played. So
no, yeah, it's very.
the pressure's getting to him.
Rarity.
The boys.
So, scrum fed, picked up, Vladimir Bošković. Good run from him, well met by Denis Chengai and Darcy Etric. Bošković moving in at half back, and here gives it off to Valentino Milovanovic.
Well met. No, he went backwards.
Went backwards. Play on, says the referee. And Stilberts looking for runners. No, he's going himself, goes back to that short side again. Thinks he can get around him, and he does get around him, and Stilberts is away. And now what's he going to do? He's going to try and beat the fullback.
He did the right thing in the end, didn't he? He'd done what he needed to do.
No, Milošević steals the ball off him one-on-one.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, and Darcy looks to try and make up for that lost ground, go back up the field, but he stops in the end. Vlada Dedic. It's off to Ilija Krstic, and Ilija Krstic holds it in one hand, goes into contact, is well met by Voja Dedic and Slobodan Manic. And Vlada Dedic back to the open side, here's Srećković. And Srećković hand off in the face there to get through by Krajevčić. Referee's called held and he broke away from the tackle. He was gone. He
was still moving, didn't he?
The momentum was there. They didn't stop him. And switch with Darcy Etric comes on the back from Nikola Juric and dummies gives it now. And Milošević frustration there at Nikola Juric's dummy instead of giving the pass.
Yeah, he should have given it first time.
It's not the first time he's given a dummy when he should have given the pass.
There's a difference between having the confidence to do that and making a bad decision. And he made a bad decision there.
He's not confident in this. So, Kangaroos survive, and Kangaroos will look to clear their half in this set and maybe get an attacking kick at the end of it. So, here's Moses John, and he runs storming hard as we've seen. Yeah. He's well met by Marko Jankovic and Denis Chengai. Play on, and Voja Dedic. Voja Dedic goes himself, breaks away, and it's picked up by Nikola Juric in the end, and the referee calls held. A good run again from Vojislav Dedic. Not happy with the contact with the forward pass half a mile, but the linesman doesn't react. Slobodan Manic looking for a run. We've got a runner coming on the outside, but goes himself. Good tackle on the offload. And Nik Šunković to Vojislav Dedic going. Then Juric back on the inside. Good run. Well met by the two big props. Kranjčić and Voja Dedic. Passes, Betzimanovic, back on the inside, another one! Oh, what a great try for Nik Šunković! Great play on the short side. Voja Dedic to Betzimanovic, back to Voja Dedic, and a quick ball to Nik Šunković, who scores beside the post to make it 20 points to 16.
fast hands. They were on a go forward. They supported each other. For me, that was a try of the game.
Yeah, it was great play, great try, and deserved try.
Yeah.
So that's for the second half so far, 6-4. With the third quarter of the game just coming to a close, and Vojislav Dedic will be looking to for his third successful conversion of the day. I expect him to do this.
I was thinking of fancy.
And no problem. So that's 2018. There's only 10 points in it.
And 6 all this half, Mark, after 20 minutes.
Yeah, 6 all this half after 20 minutes. See, we're not that far away from the club being able to field 2 equal teams that can compete at all levels.
It's a great thing, isn't it? When you see that the Red Star second grade team and not a million miles. Don't forget, Red Star Belgrade have been putting 50 and 60 past other teams in their league.
Well, if we get to the next stage, that means we have to make a third senior team to be the development team.
Does that mean I need to start buying a new pair of boots?
Yeah, you need to dust them off. So Vučterbic's well taken, and does look for a runner, goes himself, and goes through, Mate Bajic,
What a strong run.
well held by Denis Čengaj, but stays on his feet, and he's got runners, here's Nena Đurić, and another good run, strong but well met, good contact there from Dacic and Vlada Dedic. And here's Moses John again coming at pace and running hard, and it's a good run from him and good tackle.
He's never taken a backward step, has he?
No.
Strong and hard and straight.
Yeah, Denis Čengaj puts him down this time, and here's Jovanovic. Another difficult to tackle, he's got the bulk, he's a big man. A lot of experience. Go back to the open side, here's Vojislav Dedic, he's looking for runners, he goes backwards, scrumpage, all backwards, play on, swivel, step, Denis Čengaj puts him down, and is that a penalty?
Or is he saying he lifted his legs?
And that's the first penalty of the game with over 60 minutes gone, for a dangerous tackle. So Vojislav Dedic will kick it almost straight into the corner. So it'd be 10 metres out that the Kangaroos will have this, and they will close the gap potentially to within a score if they can score here.
That's a great kick, wasn't it?
Great kick, and
Come on, give him it. Oh, such
they're
a
all
shame.
offside. They'd all got the
shame.
defence had all started moving before he tapped it.
I would love to have seen Moses John.
Yeah, it's good take from Vojislav Dedic, and Slobodan Manek manages to get away from a couple of defenders, and Slobodan Manek swivels. Can't get away from Vlada Dedic, who just clamps onto the ball, helped out by Mate Bajic. And
Giving it.
and Moses John was coming at pace there, and the ball bounced off. We saw that in the earlier game. Similar thing, but play on. And he's dangerous. This is where he's dangerous, but this time they put him down.
That's a pity that didn't come off, because
Yeah.
I wanted to see Moses John at full
Yeah.
pelt.
Yeah. And Nikola Đurić has found a gap, and Nikola Đurić fends away, and still going Nikola Đurić. And in the end, Vojislav Dedic and Vučterbic come in and put him down, but he's got all the way up to the halfway line. And it's a lot of meters taken, and Dacic finds a little bit of space, manages to get
some
away
speed.
from Vojislav. And can he get around Valentino? I think he can. He's pacey. Gets to the corner, just gets there.
What a
Managed
great
to
try.
score in the corner. Great try in the end for Dacic to make it 32 points to 18 for Red Star.
It was a great jinking run, and he backed himself on the speed. He saw the gap, and he's clever enough to make sure he's going to get over the whitewash.
Yeah, the key there was that he broke away from Vojislav Dedic's tackle and found himself in a bit of space, and then he just had that pace, just enough pace to keep edging away from the defence and getting at the corner. Good try, and it's 32 points to 18. And so close to it being like just a one-score difference, and now again it's a three-score difference.
I was just going to say, you know, dare I even say it, that it's a good job Red Star scored then, because Kangaroos, for me, have been the best team in the second half.
So it's pitch black here now. We're into the ninth, as Vladic will attempt this difficult conversion from wide out on the touchline on his wrong foot. Oh, great conversion from Vladic from the touchline. It's 34 points to 18 in this Serbian Cup quarter-final rugby league for CKM Rail. I'm out pulling with Graham Sims, and we've got Jackie Horn on the camera and producer Philip Milosevic. Deep into the final quarter of the game now. Voice Vladic will get us underway again. And it's high, spiralling head over tail. It's gone backwards and picked up by Denis Chengai, and he's well met by Michael Jevjic and company. And Nikola Juric finds another gap, and he makes another half break, but Vukstinovic comes and brings him down. And here's Mate Bajic, well met by Voje Dedic, comes in to smash him.
That tackle stuck.
Yeah. And here's Dacic with the runaway, does dummies, goes himself. And again, Stefan Nedeljkovic finds some space, kicks for his teammate. Can Milosevic get to it first? What happened there? Did he ground it? I think he did. And Milosevic manages to ground the ball. It was a great try in the end. And it's 38 points to 18, and somebody's injured there.
I hope it's okay, but I mean, what a great dummy feign using Darcy, which, you know, the opposition are expecting. The guy found a big gap, and what a wonderful weighted kick.
Yeah, it was great. It was great play from Stefan Nedeljkovic. Saw the dummy run around and went himself, and then just slid the kick through. I'm not sure what's happened there, if we've got somebody injured or.
Well, I think everybody's up on there. Oh no,
No, somebody's still down. Yeah, I think it was frustration rather than bringing successful conversion from Vladic, getting which see 40 points to 18. So a little bit running away with it now. They've scored a couple of tries later on. Nikola Juric has made a few breaks in this
He's
time.
found some great gaps in there.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know about you, Matt, he still doesn't feel there's 22 points difference in the teams.
No, well, you can see what Red Star started doing when it was tight. They decided to send their big boys, the 16-year-old playing in the centre. So, Vojislav Dedic will get his back underway. Not long left now. And it's another one high into no man's land, called, loud call by Milosevic, comes to get it. And goes into contact, and it's well held, says the referee. And blindside goes again to the open side, and Nikola Juric this time can't find the gap. And here's Nedeljkovic. And Nedeljkovic again, he's made
Fine
good,
gaps, he's got great strength.
but he's held, says the referee. And here's Dasiewicz, hands off to Ilya Krstic, and he's got running back on the inside. He's Velibor Srečkovic, and they're monstering on him in the end, and he's held. Referee called held, so he's got to play it. Dasiewicz, he's got off to Denis Chengai. Denis Chengai goes straight to Vuk Sturbec and bounces away from him, but Vuk Sturbec comes again, helped out by Unkovic. And he managed to put him down. And that's the last. It's the last, and they've got on the short side, Vlad Dedic. Oh, passes to nobody! Passes to the invisible man all the way on the ghost of Ada. Either way, it's a handover, it was on the last, and here's Nedeljkovic. And oh, no,
Come on, referee.
loose carry, says the referee. Matebajic has broke away. Well, then
Well, maybe it was just the power of the tackle, but I thought it was a hand in that.
Well, it seems to the referee decided it was a loose carry, knocks it loose, and here's Velibor Srečkovic. Will they stop him? Will they stop him? No.
Is it over?
No. Velibor Srečkovic will score next to the post.
Bit of showmanship there at the end. I think you might have missed that, Mark. He didn't put the ball down when you turned your head.
Right.
He carried on and did a somersault.
Oh, did he? And then eventually put it.
And then eventually put a bit of showboating, which, you know, is understandable between.
So that's 44 points to 18 with that try for Velibor Srečkovic for Red Star. Vladic with the conveys them to Vladic. Kicked a lot of goals today, he's doing well with the boot. In fact, Vladic and Voyer both done well with the boot.
Nice, easy
Successful.
kicking style there.
Yeah.
It works, doesn't it?
Successful conversion there for Red Star, makes it 46 points to 18 in this Serbian Rugby League quarter-final encounter here at Adasigani, the home of Red Star Rugby League. And yeah, Kangaroos looking a bit tired, obviously.
You've got to remember, they're playing a level above themselves. They're playing a top team in Serbia, and they haven't let themselves down. Okay, the score's now possibly going to run away a little bit more, but absolutely nothing for them to be, concerned about in terms of going forward after this game.
It's, the team's developing well. And at this stage, you see that Red Star have got probably higher fitness levels overall than the Kengur team, because they're doing a lot more training, they've got a lot more conditioning as well. So another good kick-off from Vojvodinic, and called again loudly by Milosevic, and he's got Denis Chengai coming to run straight at Gagi Kranjec, and manages to get through him, but comes again. Gagi helped out by Slobodan Jovanovic. And here's Dasiewicz, goes the line, Stefan Nedeljkovic in a bit of space again, and can't get away this time from Sturbec. Yeah. No knock on, play on, says the referee. Oh, and he's knocked on there. Referee says it was knocked on by Vladic as soon as it touched Slobodan Malik's body.
Yeah, they're the rules.
Yeah. So it will be Kangaroos to feed this. You see him wiping the ball, it must be a little bit dewy down there.
That evening not mist, but the evening
Dew.
dew.
So Vojvodinic out, he's got runners inside and outside and goes himself. Makes some,
Anything in terms of yardage, mate.
fair enough, they're well into the Red Star half of the field, and that's the first. So he's Vuk Sturbec, so he goes outside to Nikša Unkovic, and Nikša Unkovic takes the tackle from Nikola Đurić and Matebajic. And there's another penalty, Nikola Đurić defying the referee's call to release, keeps hold of him.
Well, he played for it, and he played it very well. The guy should have rolled away and he didn't.
Yeah. Service took the tap there, but apparently the referee wasn't in position, so that's a wait. And now it's at the tap, and here's Gagi Kranchets, and he'll have a run himself. Dennis Shengai puts him down, and here's Vojislav Dedic, and hands it off to Jovanovic. Good run from Sloba, and it's a steel ball, steel bluntly, and that's the third. Oh, he's kicks it away. And another 10 metres back for the descent there from Serbian. And it's interesting, there have been, I think, 3 penalties in this game, all of them against Red Star for the Kangaroos.
I don't know what he was thinking of kicking it away. Was he ever going to gain?
Frustration. So, it's Slobodan Jovanovic will have a run, and well met, put on his back. And they're having a laugh out there. Two old friends play together all their life. Gagi Kranchets with a great offload, and Vojtanic.
Is he over? Oh dear.
Somebody's injured down there.
He's in pain, isn't he?
Yeah, it looks like it's Vojtanic. Yeah, I think he's wearing something. So it looks like the comeback of Vojtanic is going to be cut up as short today. Hopefully it's not as serious as it sounds, you can hear him.
The guy's in pain, isn't he? You always, I mean, we can't see from here, but you always worry that it's, God forbid, a break.
Well, we'll see, but it was all very close to the line, close quarters action, and we couldn't see what was happening there. There was a group of tacklers came in to put him down, but they immediately called for the doctor, and you could hear him screaming. Well, not screaming, but moaning. Yeah.
4.
Koliko vremena?
Sad je 37. 3. Mislim, sad ne znam koliko će da produži zbog ove pauze.
Is he stood up?
Time is it paused?
He stood up now, yeah.
Yeah, he stood up.
That might be mine. I'm not sure.
Well, the good news is he's on his feet, isn't he?
Slobodan Manica looks like he was, and they're helping him from the field now.
Well, thank goodness it wasn't anything more serious.
Yeah,
They hurt the guy, but
I'm not sure what's happened there, but he seems to be able to leave the field of his own accord. We'll find out afterwards, but either way, he lost contact, lost the ball, lost possession, so it's Red Star scrum. Just a few minutes left here, so Kangaroos, both teams will be looking to end the game on a high for the next encounters. And so yeah, Red Star head and feed, and they're picking up Rajko Cverni will run and try and find a gap, and good offload, and Milos Ogrovic now.
He's got his head back.
Can he get round? Can he get outside? And Valentino can't get to him, and he just keeps him off. He just managed to score in the corner.
He just maintained that little bit of space, and they were both trying so hard, and his head was back, and
that brings up the half century for Red Star.
I love his running style, Mark. His head goes all the way back, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
But the boys did well.
Yeah,
the defence as well to try and stay with him.
The young fullback Valentino Milovan, again only 16, he nearly got to him. And Vojtanic at least managed to confine him to that corner and didn't let him come over to improve the angle. So good try again for Milos Ogrovic. And it brings up the half century for Red Star, and it took a while to get going, but in the end,
it was an arm wrestle.
It's the final quarter.
Yeah,
It's the final quarter,
yeah.
only.
20 minutes in, there was nothing.
It's like when you see at the professional level, often you see the Antipodeans playing against the Northern Hemisphere. You find they can play with them for 60 minutes, and then that last 20 they'll run away with it. And that again, it tends to be about fitness levels.
Here, isn't it? Yeah. And the skill factor as well, and they're used to playing with each other, they're very fit.
Yeah, also I'm telling you. So, conversion attempts here from Vladidelic.
Kick the hole there, isn't it?
Yeah, he has good throws, good front angles.
No. Slightly pulled it.
Slightly pulled, and remains 50 points to 18 to Red Star. I don't know how much time we've got left, maybe a couple of minutes to set or two.
40th minute gone.
We're in the fourth.
Yeah.
So we're in time heading on for stoppages. Nobody on the 10-meter for the short one if they want to go for that.
I think a long kick and see the game out now,
So, Vojislav Dedic to get his back underway, and it's spiralling up.
Oh,
well
taken.
taken. Well taken by Tape, and hands it off to Marko Jankovic, who's well tackled. And Srećković hands it on to Trifunovic, and Trifunovic looking for a gap. Can't get through there. Martinovic puts him down. And there's Srećković again, this time to Dasječić, and he's out to Milos Bogovic, puts it down. And I don't think that pass was meant for him, and he came in and took it anyway and
Well,
put it down.
he's so full of confidence, isn't he, that he just thought, well, I'll have a go at this. It wasn't meant for him, was it?
No, it wasn't meant for him. Either way, Kangaroo head and feed on the halfway line.
Somebody else in the scrum.
Vukštelbac picks up at the best, comes to Vojdedic and hands it off to Balša Žarković, and a good run from Balša. Good offload from Balša. Gagi Krančić gives it off to Uroš Martinovic, and the big man, difficult to stop and still running strong and hard. 18 minutes gone and they're still running strong and hard, and Vojdedic will go himself, and he's held, they can't get him down. And here's Vukštelbac going back towards the ruck and back at the markers, and offload to Vojdedic, and he's found himself in a bit of space. He gets away from Nik Šonković, and it's Balša Žarković coming strong and hard, but he's well met, well tackled.
Wouldn't it be great if we saw them go over?
Was.
Ajde, sudija.
Good ball, well, bad ball, but well taken.
Oh, has he got the gap?
And he's got it in back, gets it back, and he'll score again with Vojdedic.
Well, congratulations to Red Star.
Red Kangaroo, man.
Sorry.
So try there for Vojislav Dedic to make it 22 points to 15.
Undeserved.
Yeah. It was a good little 1-2 there with the half
It was
back.
great to see it.
From Voja to Nikšen and back to Voja to score there. I've been impressed with Balša Žarković for his first full game in the second row. His tackle is run really hard.
When was the last time you played?
No, I'm saying that Balša at number 11, I'm impressed with him. He's never played.
Sorry, he's never played?
This is his second game Rugby League ever, and the first game he was a sub. This is his first full match, number 11 for the Kangaroos.
And there's been a few standouts, and he's been one of them, isn't he?
But to be fair, for the last 2.5 months, he's been at every training session 3 times a week, so he's picked up the game pretty well in a short period of time. Great kick in the end from Slobodan Jovanovic. Mangala scores the conversion successfully.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he missed it.
He missed it.
Did he? Anyway, that's your final whistle, and it's 50 points to 22 for Red Star against Red Kangaroo in this Serbian Rugby League Cup quarter-final. Graham, happy with that?
Yeah, happy with that. It's a result that you would anticipate before the kick-off. I think there's a lot of positives for both teams. I think the rugby club Red Star Belgrade is in good shape. You know, you see this the second team putting up a great performance for 60 minutes. They did. In fairness, the scoreline flattered Red Star up until that point. Okay, they came through and scored a few late tries, the skill and maybe additional fitness, the training sessions. Maybe that was the difference in the end. But great rugby league game, wasn't it? And played in the right spirit. There's a lot of positives for both teams, and they're going to go from strength to strength. Just to finish on my behalf, it's good to see the two guys from Papua New Guinea playing today. I'd like to see them when they've had a few more training sessions, that they look strong. And they're from Papua New Guinea, they're going to be strong and hard to put down. They run with enthusiasm.
Of course, this is their national sport.
Absolutely, and there's so much to look forward to. Very well played.
Yeah, great days rugby league here with all three games. Thank you for joining us. Thanks to everybody involved today, all the players, all the volunteers, all the officials and the fans. And for CKM Red and Serbian Rugby League, I'm Mark Plum with you, Graham Sims, Jackie Horn, Philip Milosevic, Nena Jewish is playing, he's helping her own, Carolina Blizan also did some filming today. So thanks to one and all, and we look forward to seeing you again after the Easter break for more from Serbian and Balkan Rugby League.
Let's go and warm up now.
Alright.
Over.
Spekno, čestitam.
Uživajte.
Welcome, good days with Brett.